right, everybody, welcome. So yesterday, oops, I just already hit the mic or the arm, the boom arm. So yesterday, a new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second part of the remake, dropped, and it is really, really good. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? So I thought we could start off today by just having a look at it, seeing what could be in the game, maybe do some speculation, and then going back to what we did yesterday a little bit of the Digimon cards. Hello, Chase. Welcome.
Yep, I just got in.
Welcome to our humble stream. Did you watch the trailer already?
No. There's a
Ooh.
lot of exciting video game stuff today. The
Yes.
Dragon Quest Monsters and Star Ocean 2 demos dropped today.
Oh, did you play them?
No, not yet.
Well, there's gonna be a lot to talk about then today. So, you probably can't hear the audio unless you probably gotta mute me if you want to listen to the actual audio from the stream, or you can watch. Oh, I can post the link actually, so you can watch it together. Probably it's better to do it directly. So I'm gonna post the link here. Yes, I'm doing okay, Kevin. Thank you. Is this thing working here? Okay, yes. So I actually prepared this window intentionally for browser streaming, like streaming browser content, because otherwise I didn't have it. So yeah, we can get started. You can probably mute me or something if you need, or you can watch the video directly from there. But let me know when you're ready and we can just watch it.
Yeah, I opened a new tab, so we can just do a countdown.
All right. Okay. Oh wait, I can have my phone here. Okay. So I would say 3, 2, 1, start.
The world's ending. At least, that's what everyone's saying.
This sky, I don't like it.
Ready to fire, sir. Welcome to the New World Order. Fire!
Just close your eyes and listen. Tell me you can't hear that. Her rallying cry.
Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies.
We can overcome our fate.
Am I the same as these monsters? Am I even human?
Okay, we're looking for Sephiroth. Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth, you say? So you heeded the call too, did you?
What are you talking about?
As you can see, your brothers down there are having a little get-together.
They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Yeah. I ask because I suspect they're soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
Come on!
On me.
Look!
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger. Who dares disturb my slumber? It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge. I'm waiting.
Cloud.
2 discs. That's a lot of space. That is a lot of space. 2 discs. All right. Well, there's a lot to be talk about here. That was intense.
It looks great.
It looks really good.
Yeah, I mean visually.
Yes.
I mean I saw things I'm familiar with, so I noticed that Zalem was in there and then Bottomswell.
Yes.
Is Rebirth going to be the rest of the game, or is it just another
No.
part?
As far as I can tell, it's probably just gonna go to the crater and then stop. They mentioned in it, I think it was a tweet or something, that they would they kind of foreshadowed the fact that there's gonna be, you know, the scene with Eris's death. I don't think they're gonna change that because that would be insane. So if they don't let her die, it's gonna be completely insane.
That's one of the most
Emperor Cheese comes to me in there. Hello, Emperor Cheese. Hello there. We just finished watching. I don't know if you were here, but we're not going to watch it again. Well, we will maybe see some parts now, but trailer of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I did see some things that are strange, like the guys with the capes. I have no idea who those are. I don't know if they are in the first remake because I didn't play it yet. And
no, those are in the original.
The guys with the cape?
Yeah, those are the members of the reunion, right? When they're going to the creator.
I have no memory of that.
They're all of the different Sephiroth clones that are coming back for the reunion with Genova.
I don't remember that at all. What disc is, like, when is that?
You're going to see, I mean, that's going to be happening in the first disc when you're playing, so.
I really have, like, zero memory about that. Like, completely no recollection of something like that. Okay. Fine. It's strange because I would remember something like that. Okay.
There's some weird stuff, like,
Hey,
that wasn't Materia Keeper, I don't think. Well, I think it was Materia
Which
Keeper.
one?
There's like a fight in the trailer with Cloud and Sephiroth fighting Materia Keeper. I'm not sure what the deal with that was.
This. I think it's this.
It's around like 1:40.
Yeah.
In the video. Yeah. I'm not sure because okay, so this is going to be. I'm wondering if that's part of like when Cloud is talking about the calm stuff, like when he and Sephiroth
I think
went
it
to the
is.
reactor.
Yes.
Obviously changed. I mean, Materia Keeper is a boss in FF7, and that's way after the stuff with calm. So I'm not sure if they're messing around with some of the events of the game or what, but a little bit odd.
Yeah, I see which monster this is. I don't know.
I'm assuming because
it was so fast I didn't even see what it was, but good catch.
Materia Keeper is in Mount Nibel in the original game, but that you later on in the game the party goes to Mount Nibel. And so I'm wondering if they're kind of putting Materia Keeper like in the flashback when Cloud and Sephiroth are going.
Probably, yeah.
Although yeah.
Although Cloud has a lot of
strange.
HPs here versus whatever it had. It was not really. You didn't really have to play in the
Well, I mean, is that
section.
and the remake? I mean, I'm assuming like your stats and things are going to carry over to Rebirth, right? If you played remake.
I don't know, but I meant to say if this is a memory, in the memory in the story, Cloud doesn't have
That's
as
true.
many HPs.
Cloud is supposed to be level 1 in the memory, so
I don't know what this is about. It sure looks cool, and it looks like they introduced something like dual tech, like they had in Chrono Trigger. Because there is this one. Clearly, they're doing something together. Then there is this. Where was it with Kate Sith? By the way, really cool that they added Kate Sith. This one. Oh, with Barrett and Yuffie.
it was really cool to see the other summons like Alexander, Kujata, and Odin.
So
too.
okay, let's go. So from the beginning, I don't know where this scene is from. Is this from Cloud's memory?
With him and Zack, yeah. I'm a bit unsure about that.
'Cause
It seems to be stuff that they're
shouldn't
adding.
it be later, like after he falls into the Mako stream, so the live stream, because he starts remembering things.
Well, I think this might be like I don't know, some sort of insertion to give more background on Zack, because Zack
Probably.
is in the original game. Zack is in there very little, so they might
Yeah,
be
that
wanting
what
to, like,
right. One thing I could not understand is why they put Zack in the cover of the game. Because he
he
is.
is.
Yes, look. This makes little sense to me. Because this second part,
That's
Zack would have like no existence before the live stream, after the weapons get released, right?
well, Zack
Yeah.
is dead in FF7,
Right.
So
It
are
would
they
be
gonna
just a
retcon
memory.
that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope not.
That's kind of dumb if that's the case.
Yeah, I was very perplexed with the or by the cover, because this doesn't really make any sense to me. I get Sephiroth and Cloud, but Zack has really no sense here. Like, there's no point in adding Zack here. See, even this, like the steel case, you see Zack holding Cloud. That's it shouldn't really be there, because it's a big reveal that Cloud wasn't really doing the things he talked about in the first story.
Well,
that we
I
saw
really
last
hope they
time.
don't retcon that, because that's like a big part of Cloud's character, is his
Right.
confusion and his identity.
So I hope they don't do that. Let's go back. It's looking really cool visually speaking. It's beautiful as well. Can PS5's hardware visually pull this off though? Well, this is on PS5, so yes. The first one was pretty good too. So
But there was good stuff that I liked. I liked the buggy stuff and like the
Oh, yeah.
chocobos climbing up the mountains. It's like,
Yes.
okay, yeah, if you're gonna reintroduce the vehicular stuff into the overworld, it looks really fun actually. So
It does.
I'm looking
It
forward to
does.
that.
Again, my assumption is that you'll get to the crater, northern crater, and that's it. So probably gonna do the Temple of the Ancients, and then go to
Do
the
you think
crater
that-
and then fight Sephiroth, probably.
If that's the case, then yeah, this game would end with Aerith's death,
But
which seems
that's
kind of
of yeah, but that's kind of it's kind of ridiculous, because that's like disc 1, the end of disc 1 of the PS1 game. So you got two more discs to cover.
yeah, but disc 2 and 3 aren't as long as 1.
They're not as long. They still have cutscenes, I guess you could say. So probably because of that. PS5 can do it. I mean, it can't be that bad. No, it can do it. Yeah. So well,
Also,
Juno was pretty cool.
The voice acting could have been better, especially Vincent. I kind of chuckled when I heard Vincent's voice. It sounded
Some of them
like,
are a little, yeah. Some lines were it could have been, more.
That's kind of
well
typical
played.
for Square Enix, though. For some reason, Square Enix games do not have good voice acting.
Oh,
in
it's
my
a Japanese
experience.
game.
Well, some of them do have good voice acting, but
Which
Square
one?
Enix.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. I don't
So
know.
Juno looks pretty cool. I am assuming there won't be anything related to the weapons. I don't like the fact that I don't think was Bugenhagen talking about the weapons in the original, because I don't remember that. Clearly, at the end of
I
this
don't-
trailer, Tifa is in the probably remember either she's in the live stream, but I don't think so. Since she hears the voice, that's probably Bugenhagen, although it kind of sounds a little young. Be an old man. Like the scene that I mean is the yes, and she mentions weapons, and someone says, "Oh, they are guardians or something."
Well,
Also, this weapon feels
this is
really
the part
small.
where they mentioned weapons right here.
Yes. So I wonder if that's just Bugenhagen doing the thing, Or if she's actually in the live stream, because that looks like the live stream. It's green, so I wonder. That not sure which weapon this is. Could be diamond weapon. It's weird. It looks like that, and they look
Well,
small.
hang on a second. If she's
Yeah.
in, that happens in the original game. Tifa does go into the live stream.
Yes,
but
but
that's when
later.
she's going into Cloud's mind. So
Yes,
that makes me wonder how far this goes, because that happens way after Aerith's death and whatnot.
yeah, I know. That's why I'm wondering if it's going a lot after that or not, or if this is just because someone's talking at this point. It's telling her, but I don't think. And this doesn't sound like Cloud's voice.
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, said only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
This is not Cloud's voice. Clearly, said only to appear when the planet's in danger. Also, this weapon looks small. If I see it this way,
weapon.
I don't know. It looks pretty small to me. Hopefully, they don't plan on. All right, Emperor of Cheese. See you later.
Oh, I did like the Gold Saucer mini games, Chocobo Racing, and the motorcycle
really
mini
good.
game.
They
They look
really
way
good.
better than the original.
Yeah. So obviously we're gonna have the March, a Junon. I guess it's gonna be another mini game. This thing here is this is a oops, like a little bit, not that much.
That looks like Gungaga right there.
Yeah. So that's why there is probably that's a broken reactor. Zach's part. I don't really remember what comes before and what comes after, honestly.
Well, Gungaga, there's the Gungaga village, like right near the Gungaga reactor. And that's actually where Zach's parents live, and that's where you first learn about him.
Right.
So I'm wondering if that's going to be where that stuff is integrated.
That could be. This one here, probably still Junon, like underneath, because I can see this. I see the sea down there, and there's one of those cranes for ships. So that's probably Junon still. This is Cosmo Canyon, obviously. Looks really great.
Also, I did enjoy Cloud using the hover bike in Costa del Sol.
That was that was kind of strange. What is this? I don't remember a sunken ship. Or a lighthouse. I wonder what this is. With those cliffs.
That seems to be an addition.
Yeah. This part here, yeah.
I don't mind the addition of different environmental stuff. That to me, the bigger concern is like changing the story, and that's like the concern I had watching this.
Yeah. This is still probably Junon. Okay, this is the part we saw last time. This is well done. This is pretty much 1-to-1 to what happens in the when Cloud remembers or tells the others about the story. So I don't think if that's the same, I don't think they changed it. They added something with Zach yet, at least not here. Because it's
So
exactly
I'm
what
thinking.
happens to the game.
So I'm thinking based off of this, then the Materia Keeper fight is probably going to be part of the backstory when Cloud is in Calm. And so if you remember in the original, it's like they get attacked by a dragon and the truck. And it seems like they're probably going to replace the dragon with an actual fight with like Materia Keeper instead.
Yeah, probably.
That's my guess based off of this.
Okay, Kate Sith, really cool. I like the voice acting of Kate Sith for some reason. It's kind of it reminds me of Scrooge McDuck. Yeah. So it's probably some sort of Scottish accent. I don't know. I thought about Scrooge McDuck when I heard it the first time. So I like how it's done.
Guy grabbing his crotches, but okay.
Who? What?
That dancing guy grabbing his crotch.
Yeah, that seems like something at the Gold Saucer. And there's Dio as well. I think that the big guy was
Dio was
right?
there.
Yeah. So this is a buggy. So
that
nice.
Was fun.
I don't know what that. I don't know. Oops. I don't know what that structure there in the background is. It looks like some sort of Jurassic Park dome. Not sure what that is, but it's cool that they added that. That seems fun.
Yeah, this looks like the desert around the Gold Saucer.
Yeah, this too probably. Because I see another ship, junk. So Black chocobo climbing a mountain, really cool. Blue chocobo flying. Was the blue chocobo able to fly? No, that was the golden chocobo only.
None of them were able to fly in the original.
Oh no, was it? I guess it was Final Fantasy IX then. Where it could fly.
Yeah.
Cool though. Okay. Maybe it's not tied to the color this time. Might be something else. What's that town though? See there. It looks like I appreciate the expanse of the environments. There's something down there. Are there monsters? There's something here. And the town there. Can't tell what it is. Can't go back. Okay, so there is a town there. I don't know what it is. It could be the mining town, though. It looks like it could be that. Because that path looks like the one that was like an old theme park with, not theme park, like with where you fight the train, I think, where the rails are, the railroad is, with all those kind of roller coaster type of things. They might have replaced it with this. Possibly.
Are you talking about the town?
Where Dine is.
Yeah.
This is probably Costa del Sol. I mean, where I don't think they would do it anywhere else. I'm assuming this is what
Coral.
it is.
That's what I'm thinking of. Coral. Yeah.
Or also, yeah.
Coral is the town under the gold saucer where all the mining people are.
So you're saying these guys with the capes are in the original game? I seriously don't remember them for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, they are. You'll see them when you're playing.
Because
when you go back to Nibelheim, Cloud's hometown, and you go into all of the different like in the present day, not in the past, all of the houses are filled with these people. Yeah,
that's true. You know what? I'd completely removed this from my mind. I don't know why. Like, I have zero memory of this. And I played the game 3 times or 4, so I don't know why. Just couldn't remember this part. That's weird. Anyway. Okay. Who's this doctor here?
I have no idea. That's what I was wondering.
Probably someone they added. Unless they wanted to keep Restrogast alive.
I don't think it's gassed. Yeah.
Very, very long dead. This is Sephiroth. The reactor of some. No, the ship. No, is it the ship? Could have been the ship. Like a vision. No, it's not the ship. There's a guy with a coat, like a lab coat in the back.
It could be. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be the ship because
no, it's gotta be some sort of hospital. No, you know what? This could be when Cloud falls into the live stream and it's taken to that place. Because I remember there are some curtains like this on the far right. I wonder if it gets to that point then, if Tifa is seeing that part with the weapon as well. That could be. So maybe Cloud's having a vision or something, and then wasn't saying, "Well, this is the Zolom." Obviously, pretty cool. I like it. This is another fight. Oh, this is the fight with when you say Priscilla, the little kid, I guess.
Yeah, that's Bottom's Well. That's the boss.
This is the dual text sort of thing. That's pretty cool though. I like it. Obviously, the presentation is great. No doubt about that. So this is the one we mentioned before. Alexander. Very good looking. Very nice. Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, because I don't think he was in Remake.
I guess not, but they added more summons than they should have been. This is Kujata, I think. No.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks pretty nice. Odin, obviously. I wonder what else is going to be in there. Well, obviously the previous ones. This is the gold saucer. The gold saucer looks cool. So yeah, I guess they are adding some extra stuff. Well, it's weird like that. And Dio, he's really big, so it's gotta be him. The games look good. Yeah, these are the same mini games as the original. This part I like. Wonder when this is. The part with Zach.
This has to be like a flashback or something.
Yeah, like maybe they will put it like when he is in the hospital there and starts remembering things. That's when it happens, right? When he's in the hospital, he starts seeing things and seeing them change in his memory, isn't it that?
Well, he's wheelchair bound,
Yeah.
and so that's when that's the part where Tifa goes into the live stream and tries to sort through his memories and helps him understand who he is.
Right. So
If that's the case, yeah, this must cover a lot then. If that part's going to happen, because well, I'm a bit surprised if they're because when all of that stuff happens, that's when you can start like fighting Ultimate Weapon and whatnot, and they didn't show any of the weapons, so.
maybe that's for the last game. That might be like the ending of this. Who knows? Like see this part. Who knows? Although that's green. I wonder if it's Emerald Weapon. It's also. Well, yeah, Vincent. I mean, it still looks cool. I don't know what that purple tornado is or this part. What is this? Let me see. Can I go back like here? Yeah, I can't really make out what this part is.
Yeah.
Stop it. No, I can't tell what it is. I know there's a lot of... Oh, wait, that's a Shinra building. This looks like the Shinra building to me.
Why is a purple tornado destroying it?
I don't know. I don't know if that's related to the purple tornado. This is the like section that's right after that. Let's see. Okay. This looks like, yeah, it is Midgar. This is probably the Shinra building on the far right. It looks like it could be.
It looks like it. Yeah.
It's with all the green lights. So there is a, I don't know why there is a purple tornado in Midgar.
That's weird. Yeah. Unless this is like.
That is the Shinra building. Absolutely. Yeah. It's very tall. So.
I mean, that would make sense if this was like something involving Diamond Weapon, since Diamond Weapon attacks Midgar. But
yeah, but you stop Diamond Weapon before it destroys Midgar.
No, it fires the missiles. Remember, it fires the missiles and the sister ray. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they're adding here.
Also because it's kind of sucking up the building. That this is some sort of reactor parts. Has to be Midgar. Hey, look at the meshes. They're not supposed to look at this. These are 3D meshes, per se. And this is the crater. It's or no, I see some buildings, so it's got to be in that section, I guess, the previous one.
Yeah. Well, what I said can't be true because Aerith is in that scene, and that happens after Aerith is dead. So
that's true. You fight it afterwards. Oh, they added hair on the nose. Anyway, it's an interesting trailer. I wonder about those kind of controversial parts. The fact that it's on 2 discs though makes me hope that it's gonna be pretty long, so it might just get to that part. Oh, the cover is reversible. So the original cover is just black, and then the other has Zack. Okay, it's a questionable choice, but okay.
Well, the statue is cool.
The statue is cool, yeah. Although for the price, I think it's like $300.
Oh, jeez.
They should have really given something more than this. That's a lot of money for a statue. I mean, when you can basically 3D print it and paint it, yeah, probably a little too much. I like the steel case. There's an art book. Soundtrack is worth nothing nowadays, obviously, because nobody uses Who has a CD reader anymore? By the way,
I do.
I don't. But the art book is
Because
cool.
I got the ultimate edition of Remake, so I have the art book and the CD, and
Okay.
actually listen to the CD.
How's the art book?
Art book is wonderful.
Makes me wish I did that too. But I'm gonna get it. I'm probably gonna get the PS5 version though when I get the PS5 directly, because I don't know when I'm gonna put my hands on my PS4 again, if it's still gonna work. So anyway, yeah, this was cool. It's interesting. Again, there are some things that are
What's the
strange.
DLC? One of them looks like the magic pot enemy. Did they make that a summon? Is that I don't know what's
Maybe
going on
just a
there.
monster. There is some equipment. I guess this is a ring. Three
Yeah,
Moogles. Three Moogles. One looks like a white mage, a black mage, and some green mage.
I wonder if that's a new summon, like Moogles.
It could be. Yeah. Like instead of
Because
Mogs.
the remake added, I know that it added like a couple of new summons, like the Cactar summon
Okay.
and the yeah.
It could be. Yeah. It could be that. But okay. Well that's interesting. I don't know. I would like to play this. I'm curious. I'm curious for sure. I hope they just didn't butcher the story too much. Um but I'm certainly curious to. It looks fun, like the remake. The remake also looks fun. I just can't agree with the changes they added. Honestly, to
I mean,
the fact that
realistically,
everyone's
all you
gonna
need to
die.
do is you can keep the same story, just up the graphics, and it would be fine. That's all
Yeah,
you need to do. Maybe changes
basically.
a couple of the gameplay elements a little bit too. Like in this, I like what they did with the mini games. The mini games look a lot better compared to the original.
They do.
Like, okay, that's a good improvement. But if you're going to start changing the story, I mean, the story is the thing I connect with most in the original game. So please don't mess
Right.
with that.
We'll see. I guess we'll see. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna switch back to the other topic, but it's I think it
Sure.
was a cool trailer. It actually
Oh
it's
yeah.
a very good trailer. Like they know how to sell their stuff, for sure.
Presentation is wonderful. Absolutely
It's
beautiful looking.
incredible. So I am excited, and I hope I can put my hands on a PS5. It's pretty easy to find at this point, so probably
I'm
gonna do
just
it. Oh wait, you got moderated. Let us know when you're back. Can you hear me now? Not yet. Okay, can you hear me now?
okay. Yeah. I realized I cut out mid sentence, but yeah,
Yes.
the only thing I'm really anxious about is the stuff with Zach, where I'm like,
Mm.
okay, let's not retcon the original game to make Zach seem more important than he actually was. He was just a backstory character.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna start doing things like that, like making people more important, I don't agree with those little things. Same thing with like the first game and remake, where it's like Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse are like more important than they were in the original game. They're just side characters. They weren't, they got killed off because they weren't needed anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think they want to do that thing with Zach because they well, first, my impression, the reason why I think this came out after the Crisis Core remake is because they're reusing assets. A lot of assets. So because they
Maybe.
have they have Zach assets now, they have to reuse them somehow. They
Well,
want to reuse those things. Uh
Zach is also in a lot of spinoffs like that game. And so it's possible that because people may be familiar with him in the spinoffs, but not the original game, they want to increase his importance. Because it's like if you play the spinoff games where you're playing as Zach as the main character, and then you play the original FF7, it's like, so the main character from this game just gets killed off in the background in this game. And it's like, yeah, well, he was never meant to be that important, is the issue.
Yeah, he was a side character, so that's just the more wanting to cash in on Final Fantasy VII and doing a game on Zack. I didn't even play Crisis Core. I don't know how if it's a good game or not. But anything that's not the main game, it's just a spin-off. So whatever, like just keep the
Yeah.
game as it is. There's
That's
no,
kind of I felt like the original game was a whole complete experience that
yeah,
I played it from beginning to end, and I'm like I'm totally satisfied with how this began and how this ended, and
same.
I don't have a craving for more about this world. I feel satisfied with what I got. But it sold a lot. It was very influential, so they decided to make a bunch of spin-offs to cash in on the name.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they're
It's kind of
doing.
like Star Wars, right? Like the original Star
Yeah,
Wars trilogy, you only needed that. Like you didn't need to tell the rest of the story. It
yeah,
felt fine and complete on its own.
yeah. But hey, let's milk the cow as much as possible. Whatever. It's too bad though. I just hope they keep it as it is, or eventually down the line to release a version that doesn't have the changes. I don't know. Just okay. Let's make a stripped down version of the crap
Well,
we added, and I don't know. Would be better. Anyway, so I just started back on what I was doing yesterday, just figuring out more poses, and I'm probably gonna pick some of my monsters too and try to maybe use some of these for those that look a little more humanoid. This is another cool pose.
yeah, sorry, I was talking to
Arcturus,
somebody, but
no worries.
what you said before, by the way, that's kind of what I was hoping the mobile game would be, but unfortunately, it's a mobile game where it feels like it's trying to be
Oh,
faithful
there's
to the
no. You
original.
can't go around in that game. You can only fight, apparently, as far as
Yes,
I could see.
yeah,
So it looks terrible.
very, very
I
disappointing.
I would not condone. I like would never buy it for the simple reason that it's not. It's clearly a commercial thing. Like there is no reason for that thing to exist if not to milk money and basically treating people like farming money from people. That's it. Like there's nothing. There is no will to make something of value in that. It's just let's cash in as much as possible from stupid people who are willing to drop their cash on a gacha game and on costumes just because they want to see Tifa in bikini or something. That is
What was that?
pathetic.
What was that other game they made? They made like a battle royale game, right? It was like it was called like the First Soldier or something like that.
I
It was
think
almost like
so.
a
Yes,
like a Fortnite style game except in FF7, and I think that it doesn't exist anymore.
they made a lot of stuff that was not supposed to exist. Uh, I get that some people are like, "Oh, I want to play more stuff with Zack, or I want to play more stuff with Cloud and Tifa," but that is the game. It's like asking
Yeah.
a sequel to whatever insert name of the book when the book was finished.
Oh man,
Uh,
listen to this. So FF7, The First Soldier, was released on Android and iOS on November 17th, 2021. Citing a failure to deliver their intended experience, Square Enix shut down the game servers in January 2023.
okay,
So,
cheers.
yeah,
Yeah,
not even
whatever.
that. Yeah.
If they're happy to pursue this sort of business model, whatever. But it is kind of dumb, honestly. It's as dumb as the thing that I don't think we talked about this yet or extensively on stream. The Unity lapse basically. uh,
Self-destruction.
yeah, pretty much. But that the guy. The point is that the guy who was responsible for this was also responsible for a lot of the in-game purchases of EA games, as far as I can tell. Like he wanted to charge, like one of his ideas that never was
Reloading
never
guns.
perpetrated. Yeah, every time you reload, you gotta pay, or you gotta pay as in terms of ammo. Like you pay the ammo you used. That's insane. It's a game. It's just a video game. You can't have people
You'd be
pay
paying
ammo.
more to reload for your virtual ammo than for actual ammo in
Uh,
real life.
that is insane. Um, so these business models, I don't think they will pay off in the long term because people are going to catch up with this crap. Hopefully, but
I don't
as
know.
long as they're, hey, well, at least they do now with Unity. At least with that.
It just depends. It depends on the product. Like, because you can say that, but then you look at like the people in China that like are whales for Genshin Impact. They're spending like tens of thousands of dollars just to get these roles in Genshin. It's like, okay, and to be fair, that's like anime girls, and so people go crazy over stuff like that, and I don't really care if those people get fleeced, but yeah, I think it just entirely depends on the medium and what people are willing to pay the money on. People aren't going to be paying money to reload a virtual gun in a game.
No. I
They might pay
seriously
money to get a
doubt
waifu.
Probably. Oh, okay. We're gonna add in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. We'll add an option that's paid, and if you pay, you can actually date Tifa, and she's gonna call you with your name.
Tifa bikini time.
Yeah. Well, my stance on this kind of topic is pretty obvious. I made it obvious several times. So, I don't know. It is kind of lame. All those things are kind of lame for me. Not this. It's a pathetic way to approach business, and a pathetic way to be also. Like being on the other side, it's gotta be kind of pathetic. Like what? Jesus, like come on! It's just polygons. Come on.
Hey, an extra
Really?
$50 and you get to unlock a mini game where you get to have sex with Tifa.
It's polygons. Like
All
seriously,
the Italian politicians
how
buy
broken
that.
must a person be in their mind to want to do something like that? I don't know if to feel sad and commiserate these people or just feel like disgusted.
Thanks for stomping on my joke, Nemo.
What?
I said thanks for stomping on my joke.
Sorry. What did you say?
Well, I made the joke about the Tifa. You get to pay to have sex with Tifa in the game, and I said all the Italian politicians would be buying that.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, because of what happened here. When was it, last year, 2 years ago?
I can only play this game when I'm on Zoom.
Oh well, whatever. That is the unfortunate reality of modern times. It's not that like I might come off as entitled or something. I seriously don't like this kind of stuff. It really it tends to ruin everything in the end. Like when I was looking up some Digimon artists, and all I was finding on Pixiv, because apparently the first pages are all like that. All I was finding was not safe for work stuff, including Digimon, and that's kind of off-putting for me. Because like, that's not really what it is for me, and I don't think that's what it should be. That's not what it was for me when I was a kid. It's not what it is for me now. So, why do people have to turn everything into a maniac thing? It's kind of pathetic. Again, it's not to feel entitled or anything. It's just that I feel like it ruins the spirit of whatever it is originally, or at least for me. But anyway,
they're lonely, weird nerds. That's the answer.
I guess. By the way, I think I shared on Discord that I found the artist who made the Omegamon, in other cards that we mentioned yesterday. Maybe also for Greymon. I put it
I
on
looked that
the
up.
inspiration.
He does like Gundams too.
Yes, he's like so good. He or she. Is now Chica. I don't know, both names are feminine. So like, look at this guy or girl. So good. So freaking good. And his process is so interesting. What?
The Bancho Leomon, if you go down.
Oh, this.
The Leomon with the sword, yeah.
It's cool. All of these are awesome, honestly.
Just crazy rendering.
Yeah, but he doesn't. So if you scroll down, there are some Oh, look at this, man. So cool. He
Well, the
does
fact that he does
yeah.
Gundams explains a lot too, though.
Well, he does like covers for the boxes. So, and they're really good. Like I actually kept mine for the Strike Freedom because it was so good. It's so cool to see. But if you scroll down, you can, or probably go to media, you can find some posts where he shared his process. That's a little confused. There is another one that's a little better. What was it? Did this? No, they're gifts. So, Arcturus mom here. I think we saw it yesterday. Oh, there you go. This one. See, he starts by well, he draws everything by hand. Like, I think he used some photos for some parts, but mostly this is all hand drawn, which is insane considering the details in the mechanical parts. He renders like little by little. If you see that, he's like doing a grayscale of every single part.
He even
And
did
it looks like a
Digimon.
block of salt, huh?
He even did Digimon, and it looks great.
He's really good. Like, look at that. He literally renders every single piece one by one, as if they are made of clay or something gray. And I thought he was using a 3D model as a base because some of them are just insane, but he's not. Yeah. By the way, I saw there was a sort of remake of Digimon World. It's called Digimon World something else. It's on PS5 as well. Because the other Digimon Worlds were different, and the new games that felt kind of not so RPG-ish to me. Look at this too.
Are you talking about Redigitize?
No, it's another name. Digimon World something else. It's basically, it looks like the original Digimon World to me, but with PS4 graphics. Or modern, anyway. Look at this DJ thing. Can I pop this? That looks really good. I can probably... I mean, he renders everything by hand. That's kind of insane. Like seeing it little by little. I'm glad he uses more or less the same method I use though, like grayscale on or color and grayscale. It's kind of insane to see it come to life. Very cool. Anyways, let's go back to these cards. Chase, let me know when you have to go. Obviously, it's Friday today, so. So I went ahead and while we were talking, I did a couple more cards, including this Arcturus Mon here. Really cool. I guess yeah, maybe they could have made the drill a little more important here. The other one is not visible at all. But it's a very cool pose. Again, very imposing because it's seen from the bottom.
See, that's what I was talking about yesterday. Like when you look at just the standard art of Arcturusmon, like we're looking at, is like, okay, this isn't really anything special looking. At least to me, it wasn't. But when I see this art, I'm like, okay, now this looks really cool. So you took a design that I didn't really care for that much, and you actually made it look meaningful and interesting to me.
Yeah, the pose does a lot, and well, in this case, also the rendering. Most of these, not all, like this one is mostly just anime style, but most of the Digimon cards, or a lot of Digimon cards, are rendered like more realistically in 3D, or looking like 3D. This one is a little different. In this one, the pose itself is not very important as much as the water cannon effect, which is very well done, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna add this framing. I do appreciate the fact that they are full card arts. I know it's not for all the cards, but the ones that do, it's really adding a lot of value to the original illustration. see how's the pose here, something like this. And something like this. I was thinking for next week, it would be cool to try to really watch one of those kaiju movies or something. I'm thinking maybe instead of doing Magma, I don't know. I'm probably not going to stream every day. I would like to finish a few things. So.
And you are also getting prepared to go back to Japan, Nippon.
Yes, Nippon. I can't wait. Really, to get that sick again. Have you guys noticed that I didn't get sick a single time? It's summer, but even when it was not summer, I didn't get sick when I was here, apart from when I got COVID. So, I enjoy not being sick because I can do a lot of things and I like being productive. And I hate being unproductive, and being sick makes me extremely unproductive. So, it's serious, man. Very cool pose. Most of them are really with guns. Let's see if I can find something that's not with guns. So a little more diff. Although most of the Digimon now, or some kind of sword. In any case,
The
some sort of
larger
weapon.
ones do. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, though, it's guns, or gun and sword. This is, what is this? We can even see something else. Like, it doesn't have to be Digimon. What is this? Is this a card? Well, it's Bushiroad, so it's gotta be another card game. It's pretty cool. They might be Vanguard. Yeah, they're Vanguard. Because in Vanguard, they have a lot of mechs.
Yeah.
So, oh, this one was a Dual Masters card for Kaijudo. Yoshito. Cool mech. It's like what? That's a flying saucer with gray aliens inside.
Flying saucers.
That's
on his
weird.
hands.
Yeah, but see, the problem is like with the modern ones, like you take something like, what the hell? Take something like this. What's the point? You can barely tell what's going on. The frame is absolutely horrible. Jeez.
Yeah, what am I looking at here?
like what is this? Like what? Like quite really, what is this? Who made this card?
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the modern Dual Masters cards are extremely bad. Really
Over designed.
I don't even know if it's a matter of design. It's like just confusing. Like why do you do something like this? You can barely tell what's going on. Like it could be like maybe it's something like 3D with the sort of flat illustration, but it's completely confusing. Like you can't tell what's going on. There is no point. No point at all. What is this?
It might be an artist trying to show off and failing.
Pretty much. Is this Vanguard 2? Is this?
Apex, Surpassing Sword, Bastion, Prime.
Oh, it's Card Fight Vanguard. Yeah, Card Fight Vanguard, I guess.
Very Yu-Gi-Oh-esque name.
Yeah, the longer the name, the more Yu-Gi-Oh-esque, obviously. Some of these are pretty nice. This is not too bad.
Not as bad as what's its name? Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy.
Yes, number 99.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
Number something, number anything. Okay, but these already start falling into that trap. Digimon cards probably, or I would say especially because the designs are so simple, it's kind of hard for them to fall into that. That's pretty cool. Or this dude. That trap of being over designed, because that's what you have to do, right? You gotta design, you gotta illustrate that specific Digimon. But these already start looking a little too much for my personal taste. Like this is not bad.
Yeah, it's like compare those new Duel Masters and you remember Crystal Paladin, the Duel Masters card?
No. Yeah, I see it. This one, right?
Yeah. It's way more simple in terms of design.
All of them are, yeah. Also, I noticed something like this: the halo they add, like on these cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The guy that makes those Digimon cards adds it too. It's not so obvious. So it's got to be something that a lot of people do in Japan when they want to emphasize a specific thing or a specific character, because a lot of cards have that kind of thing, or a lot of Japanese art has it. So some of them are cool. Look at this. This is probably the same one. Card fight. Yes. This is not too bad. I mean, the design is kind of lame. But they don't get they don't get anywhere. They don't get anywhere close to what Digimon is doing. Even if they are full card art, like full size card art. I don't see them being like, this is pretty cool. There is something about Digimon cards that just makes them much better. This is okay. Let's take one that's got a similar. There was one that was like that, or there's more than one probably. Because I want to compare them. So let me take this. This is not bad, but there is something that I don't know if it's the colors or the overly stringy design. I can take another one, like take this for example, or any other. This one is pretty good. I mean the scan is not that high quality. You can say that it might be better if you see the actual card. This is a cool pose, but I still feel like it's missing something. Or it's not as punchy. Maybe this is the original. Yeah. It's not as punchy as a Digimon card.
All right, Nemo, I got to get going.
All right.
It's time for movie night.
Have a good evening or a good afternoon, and I'll talk to you next time. And thank you for the help. See ya.
Yep.
Okay, so let me find one that's a little similar. I mean, this probably. I think it's because the character is not as it doesn't stand out as much. It's like lacking atmosphere or something. Something that's slashing. Like, yeah, all of these are pretty similar in any case. Even if they do not necessarily slash towards the towards the viewer, it is dynamic. And this is very interesting for me because I want to obviously draw something that's a little more complicated than Digimon. I want to try to understand like how to make that work. I mean, you could say those mechs and Gundams from that guy we saw a while ago are still clear. I would draw something more similar to this. I wonder if it's the overall card design or really the fact like the use of color, the idea of the rendering. This one looks a little more integrated, like the figure looks a little more integrated with the background, but it doesn't look as good as the Digimon cards. It might be the silhouette clarity though, really. You take something like this, I feel like it blends a little too much with the background. Japanese. Yeah, I mean it's also the quality of the scan, I guess, but it doesn't look as clear and as enticing as the Digimon cards, and I don't think it's because of the subject. It's gotta be really the clarity. You can tell they're part of the same set or the same game. Obviously, not because of the graphics outside, but it's the same type of kind of mood, I would say. What happened to the other Dex Skull? I mean, there's so many here, but I feel like they are somewhat boring. I like some of these designs, but I would dare say some Yu-Gi-Oh cards are even better than these, even if the quality of the drawings is not so good. Welcome back, Emperor of Cheese. Sure, we did. Or I did. Chase is gone. He's gone. Yeah, this is not another pretty nice card, but it doesn't. You know what? I think it's because the main figure, Cheese, if you want to chip in and tell me your opinion, I think this is not as good as in general other cards like Digimon because the background is too detailed. It's got pretty much the same pattern as the various shape designs you got on the main creature. So it doesn't stand out. It is busy, right? But all of these are busy. Like this one is busy too. They're cool, and I like the the principle of the design in general, but I feel like they are not standing out. Like this could be a cool card. Let me see if there is no, there is no better version of this. I think there's too much going on. Again, it's not like the color harmony is good, but it ends up like if I squint, I lose track of where the creature is. So, like this is better. This is better because the silhouette is better, is more clear, in my opinion. It's definitely something that stands out a little more versus the others. See this. Again, it probably doesn't help that they are scans instead of rendering the leader e-fames. Let me see. I meant more how it distributes the detail. Even those that are busy at work have a silhouette that stands out. Right. That's what I mean, yeah. Primary form works on those because they're well-grounded. Very much so. Okay, I found this card in a better version. Wilbert, what's your opinion? It's not about the details, it's balancing your shapes and containing them. Yeah. Like this one is not too bad. But again, the problem I have with these, while they could be good poses, is that it gets lost in all the background detail. And this one even uses some glow around the figure. So, it's gotta be that. It's gotta be that. So it's not just about the posing. It's really making sure that everything works and helps the same idea. Like I feel like, for example, for example, where's this? Nothing. Like this one. This one has a problem because this is doing, like, the pose is doing that, and then you have this kind of thing. Well, if you take any slashing pose of a Digimon, something that's actually slashing was in the other layer, I think. Is it here? Or something that's about to slash. Oh, take this. We'll take a gray one here, or this. It's following the action. This one is not. It's kind of going against it. Oh, yo, Taro. What's up? Good evening to you. Yes, I happen to be Italian too. Sometimes. Yeah, it uses glow to help contain the center of interest. It does help. Yes, but like this one works, like this one, oh, you're Twitch friend of Yuri. Yeah, I figured. I think he mentioned you sometimes. I was streaming with him until last year, before I went to Japan. Oh, this year, earlier. This year, like until January, then I went to Japan. It became a little complex, and then I got busy. Oh, this one is also pretty cool. Flipping deleter. See, take this one. Okay, this one works better. You take this one. This one works better because the silhouette, like you say, Cheese, the silhouette works well. So this is a cool card. I like this. I like this a lot. So it can very well be that the main factor, it's still the silhouette anyway. Like the pose does a lot, but this would, okay, I guess it's a pretty standard pose. It's just showing the claws. I think this is really cool because the silhouette shows pretty clearly. Yes, this is Digimon art. Just examining it because I do art as well, and I'm trying to get a little more of a card vibe. Cheese, bonjour is French. It's French, sir. Jigglypuff, sir. I also like these as well. I prefer simpler, but the read and first pass works. Yeah, but these ones are very much overdone. This gets in the way. It would probably have to slash. So if this does like that, the slash would probably have to come like turning the hand and doing something like that. Whatever. No, it's not whatever. Let's be precise. This one. Ew. No. And this one, it would have probably been better to just put the hand there, like if I. Is it doing it? Yeah. Probably put the hand there and do something like that. Hey, come on. There you go. So instead of doing this, you probably. I'll take the hard round and butcher it. I'm gonna butcher it, but whatever. So you do something more like this, right? This, like to me, like look at this. This is already much better than that because it's, well, first there is a little more perspective involved, or more foreshortening involved, but it is the action is way clearer, even with my very not precise effects there. And not because I did it, but because it's a clearer pose. It's definitely clear. Also, like if they did so, either let me actually put this on. See, the silhouette kind of gets lost right now in the background. So they can either probably just darken the background overall. Yeah, sense of motion is much better. Like this is way better just with that. Like just with that, doesn't have to add that much. Just with that, you can even add like the leg there if you want. Ideally, the claw would be like you could see the top of the hand a little bit. That would probably improve it. But instead of having this light background around, since this thing is pretty light, I would just like darken everything. it's around a silhouette. Why not? And I'm doing this on cards that I already see. Just it's easier than doing it on my monsters because I don't have them as cards. Also a good exercise. So do something like that and darken this. Like if you have more dark here, it might not work, but let's see. So Taro, do you like, what do I call you, Taro? Do you like I guess you like Captain Tsubasa because I can see the avatar there. And it looks like we got the same age. Do you like Digimon or any other card or RPGs, I guess, since you're on yours channel? I think it's playing Final Fantasy recently. Final Fantasy 9, maybe. Could be. Okay, there you go. I think it works much better now. Look at that. I think the tail should be there somewhere else. Or not be there at all. Probably not be there. I don't think the tail works. Or you can get, okay, you know what, let's get rid of the tail here and maybe put it, maybe, yeah, maybe here. I don't know, it would have to be light though, like a lighter color. Instead of that. Hey Diabolus, how's it going? Welcome back. Glad to have you back here. We're doing some more analysis of cards. We got some Digimon, and this is Card Fight Vanguard, I believe it was. Trying to figure out how to improve these because I feel like they don't read as well as Digimon cards do. So I'm trying to see, like, this one is probably a little better. Much better even at the bottom, or at the bottom it could work too. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Probably work better at the bottom. Like this. Or not, whatever, it doesn't matter, even without tail. So it reminds me of this Yu-Gi-Oh card that I have no idea what's going on, where the head is and where it is looking at Dark Armed Dragon. Let me look it up. I don't have it. Clear my mind. Oh my god, yes. Yes, this is okay. I can kind of tell, but it's really hard to tell. Look at this thing. This is bad design. The head is here. Yeah, the pose doesn't read that well. It's very confused. A lot of things going on. Probably not the best design out there. Oh, this is the actual. This is already a little clearer than the original. So what I did here was trying to understand how could I make these cards read as Yu-Gi-Oh, as Digimon cards, and I'm trying to apply basically the same principles these have to the other cards. These, on average, I feel like these have a, yes, Emperor Cheese is pretty bad. I feel like these have a very good silhouette. So it's not just about the awesome pose, it's that the silhouette reads extremely well. You can maybe not on this gray one here, but it's clear enough because it's simple. Flame Drum on it obviously is clear. This is clear enough to me. This is not, but you got mostly the water cannon. So for this one, the original was like that, and I feel like if I squint, it really kind of gets lost for me. So I feel like something like this would be a lot better, even darker probably than I have it here. Like really dark, so that you can show a bit of the glow. And maybe add back more of that glow. That's obviously it's a card, so. Hey Matthews. How's it going? How's it going? Dark Armed Dragon's pose reads like, hey, stop looking at my butt. Yeah, something along those lines. Anyways, I don't know, something like this. Maybe even circle back a little bit there. Something else, maybe, yeah. I feel like this one reads way better in terms of silhouette. This would be a cooler card compared to. Can you do an Emperor of Cheese? keep your hands like above the desk, please, and your body underneath the desk, so that you're not tempted to think about bad stuff, please. So yeah, silhouette read is a good, not good, it's kind of a fundamental aspect, I would say, of these cards. You could even be like, does not necessarily need to be like that. It could even be purple, like the whole thing could be purple. I know it's a Digimon. I know it's a Digimon and I know how she looks. That's why I said so. Let's see this. This is Beyond Salvation. I don't know if I can do anything for this. I don't know how I would change this. Because I can see there is a beginning of a pattern there. So something that could read like this in the back, but there's really too much going on. I don't think this is particularly good. But if I take this other one, I wonder if I could find a better. Is it better? Please be bigger. Please be bigger. It's large enough. You take something like this. It doesn't paste where I am. Okay, something like this. This is a pretty good card. It reads fairly well, in my opinion. So a lot of it is really done by the silhouette. There's this one too, which is similar. Let me get it. Not this version though, the other. Yeah, this one is pretty good too. And he pastes in place in Clip Studio instead of placing in the top corner every time. Like this one is pretty good too. I like it. I like this one a lot actually. It's the same guy, it seems, or another version of the same guy. But it's pretty cool. And considering it's also being scanned, so it would probably be clearer than in person. I like it. I like it very much. Very much. This one, again, probably Beyond Salvation. I don't think it's going to read well either way because there's too much going on there. Even if you take this and add some glow. Am I going to get some cards when I'm back? If I can save some money. If I can... Oh, the BGM is gone. I didn't know. You could have told me there was no BGM. You probably fell asleep. I disabled the BGM when I was playing the video. I would like to, like, if I could do some pack opening sometimes, it would be nice, but I would have to make more out of Twitch because otherwise it's too expensive. I can't afford it. Especially now going back to Japan, I got a lot of expenses and things to pay, so they are not that expensive. Like I can do it every now and then, but it's still money that I might use for something else, though, like fixing stuff that's falling apart. So disaster prevention. I'm gonna have to pay for doctors probably every month or so. You should have. I thought you did pick up some cards when you saw that, when you had that sale going on. You should have. Oh, look at this. Let me see. Yeah, this is also pretty good. I think a better quality. No, never mind. Didn't find a better quality. This it's a little confusing still. Where was my other window? Oh, here. One thing that Duel Masters also had was a clarity of silhouette. It was still not as good as the Digimon one. Probably because the store is closed for good. I should have, but wasn't sure what to get. It's okay, just get something. You can always resell. This is pretty cool. this is cool. And again, the glow added, obviously. Do you guys, Matthews, for example, or Diablos, or Taro, do you guys have any card? I know Matthews has Yu-Gi-Oh cards probably, and I think Diablo said he's got Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well. Do you have any Digimon or Duel Masters, or have you ever played Duel Masters or Vanguard or Battle Spirits or anything else? Oh god, this is too much. Starting to be complicated. I got so many. So next time I will. Oh, on a comic book store near where I shop. Maybe I'll get some there too. Yeah, do if you have change to spare. This is still Vanguard. See, clear silhouette looks really good. Looks really good. I like this one. This one is actually pretty good. Good pose, very imposing. Again, looking up, so very interesting. The background is not distracting. It's a clear silhouette. It looks really nice. Most of the others though are not. Like this is pretty good. This is not. Try to see if I can find anything else. I'm probably gonna get some other Digimon cards to nerd about. Oh yeah, I had to get this. This is very cartoony, but it works so well. With a simple background added behind. I've gotta get some Digimon cards. Can someone buy me some Digimon cards? I am poor. I had to pay a lot of money for my flight. I spent so much money this month. Oh, it's insane. No, I'm kidding. Jeez, I can buy a pack of film. I can buy a oops. So I use the hard round. Again, same. I like the fact that the tail, it actually does kind of like this, so it doesn't start from there. It's kind of counterintuitive, but it seems to work. Could have probably been handled a little better here. The twist is not that visible. It is, to a degree. It kind of gets lost because of the color, though. Kashtira Fenrir does have more of an action pose compared to other Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Kashtira Fenrir. Not a fan of the leg. You mean this one? It's a little flat. But the over, like, you don't even notice that because the composition is pretty good. Okay, I see this card. I like it. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Matthews. I like this card too. Move down. What happened to it? Where is it now? There you go. It's a pretty cool card. I like it. Yeah, pretty cool silhouette. I still feel like the framing is not as good as it could be. Let me try to take that wood first. Let me finish what I was doing. Let me frame on. And this is mostly for me to be able to draw dragons in more dynamic poses. I actually finished the pose for the Chrono Dragon. You can see it. You can see the sketch in the Discord if you want. And that I think turned out very well. Really good. I'm not gonna show it. I'm gonna show it when it's done. So this one does this. I think it still works, honestly. Yeah, because the arm is out here doing whatever it is. There is a bit of a tangent probably, but overall, again, it works. We can stay here and take these things apart, and I should, and I am basically. But overall, apart from this like blatant mistake with the flatness of the leg, it really works. Like the overall read, they probably didn't know what to do with this because it's supposed to come forward. It's a difficult pose. But it's good. I like the action pose in any case. See, the tail would have probably been better, like to be a little farther away. Although, like this is a little more compact, so you could say that. It's a very cool pose. Like, see if they lowered the arm a little bit, maybe something like this, the tail would have had a little more space. Probably a little better like this. That's a very cool pose. Very nice. So for this one, what I would do is probably take, can I see if I can mask it easily? Can I mask it? Yes. I seem to be able to mask it out. Probably a better way to handle this would have been to but you know what, let me, when I do it with lasso tool, it doesn't matter if it's not. I would have pushed it further. See, the problem I have with some Yu-Gi-Oh cards is that they have so much potential, but it's wasted because of the framing. What do you think about this, Cheese? Even this is basically a tangent, not a very good idea. Probably gonna, I might cut the stream a little shorter. Let's see. And tomorrow we're gonna play OG FF7. See where we get. Probably in the I would argue. It does look a little displaced over on top of that. Yeah. So like what I would do is this. I would so not cutting the foot there. Obviously, because it's a bad idea. Still put it somewhere like there. So like pushing it just a little more. So that maybe a little small. It pushes forward a little more. So if I go back here. Yes, FF7 Adventure. So if I go back here, I can move this. And I think it works better than the OG one. Yeah, I think something like this. I can't add the glow here. I should use Photoshop for that. But it's like, obviously you gotta remove this. It's popping out a little more. You could even change the angle of the axe. Or not. No, I could just leave it. You can make the axe a little bigger, maybe. So something like this probably works a little better. Maybe a little more. You could even make it a little bigger and maybe push from there. But I think this one is better than the original. It's just like there on a random background. Like this is like actually popping out from the background. In my opinion. Okay, to lose it, the viewer knows general design. Yeah. So I would say if I crop it here and here, it's probably a better cropping. Or you could even have it, like, because the space is so limited on Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you could probably just have it come out like that. That would be much better. It feels much better of a card already. Is there anything similar to layer styles here? border. Let's pretend it's something like that. Or something like this. I don't know. I think it looks much better. Honestly. Compared to what it was before. I don't know. What do you think, Matthews? It might be a slightly better placement than the original. Because that's literally feeling like it's being put there. Like I feel like the weight in this is better placed compared to the other. Because that's in the middle. It's exactly in the middle, like the space between the axe and the edge, and one of the spikes and the edge is the same, but at the same time the weight is pushed to one side. I don't know, it feels like it should be a little more towards the front. That's just my opinion, obviously. Just my opinion. Let me see if I can find some other card. Might even call it a day soon. It's okay if we do shorter streams anyway, because I'm not working on dragons, so, or monsters. I don't need to get them finished. Because I'm doing that off stream. This is pretty cool. I like this. Alternative pose from the very bottom. That's actually pretty cool. There you go, Emperor of Cheese. Look at this. The Emperor of Cheese. Small improvement. I don't think it's a problem to cut the axe, since all Kashtira monsters have some kind of axe. I see. Yeah, I didn't even know that. The left arm looks a bit dislocated. On the Kashira monster. This one. Kshatri. Anyway. Where was that? Probably move this away. Can't see the Sweet. Way here. Come on, Clip Studio. You should paste in the middle. Devimon is another cool Digimon. Yeah, because it feels like it should be rotating forward. Maybe a little bit. Like it should rotate in this direction. It's not. It looks a bit like limp more than dislocated. A little limp, if anything. Yeah. Both arms, like the pose, is still kind of unnatural to a degree. I do like the design a lot, though. I think the design is really cool. I like the originality of the design, honestly. So, very nice. It's also pretty good quality artwork, to be fair to the artist. Unknown artist, as always. Mr. TV Tokyo. Oh hey, Queen of Rodents. Kashtira baby still $1 bajillion. You mean it's expensive? Welcome, by the way. Is it an expensive card? In relation to the head, it just feels a little off. But again, this is anatomically analyzing. Yeah, I guess sometimes it's okay to just perfect anatomy to prioritize design, but in this case I don't think it works particularly well. Yeah, and considering it's a really good one. I see. I have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards here that I got in Japan from Rush Duel that I was considering selling. I don't know if I will though now. It's time running out. I should have. For some reason I didn't. Well, Devimon is basically just a guy. So this is basically just the pose of a guy. With very long arms. It's a guy with long arms. Yes. And big hands. This could still be valid for a dragon pose. Or a demon. Actually, I do have a demon that I finished today. The blood dragon. It's looking pretty. So. Alright, I was watching Hateful Eight with some mates, and one of them got back from the bathroom. Alright, have a good one. I'm probably gonna leave too soon. Probably. That's a pretty cool. Just mannequinizing poses like this is really useful, like really useful to build a visual library. Even if you don't, I could copy it, it's fine. But tracing is pretty much the same as long as you understand the pose and what it does, and you're not simply tracing over it, right? Basically mannequinizing. I can't leave. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I should leave you. I think it's because it's getting dark earlier now. So I run out of steam earlier. I also do work a little more. I want to try to finish a few things before I leave. I want to be able to publish the Dragon Pack. That's going to be free for RPG. Not RPG Maker also, but like RPG assets too. And then I'm going to brainstorm possible Patreon model versus just selling on itch. And see how that works. That would be ideal. Oh, there's a tangent here, huh? No, it's not a tangent. It looks a tangent, like a tangent here. It's not really. It's safe. Pretty well played. I like this with the wings, creating basically a framing of the head. Oh, that autumn darkness creeping in. Yes. It's the best time to party. I don't know. This is like when I see days are becoming shorter, and I don't feel Christmas yet. I get kind of sad. I prefer winter to now. Like deeper fall is better. Like now it's not. It's still kind of warm. I'm still wearing t-shirts, so it feels kind of strange to have darker days at the moment. It kind of feels sad. Devimon has huge arms for some reason. Yeah, it sure does. That's a pretty cool pose now, though, seeing from the top. Also, one thing that I was experimenting with today was this. I don't know if you know it. In Clip Studio, sad. Yeah, it kind of makes me sad. I like Q-Tum in winter. I say September and October are when things get better. I see. Well, September is usually a time of trying new things for me. The problem is that now I have to go back and forth between countries, so I feel like I'm a little stuck. Usually it was a time when it would start new projects. I remember back in the days, I would start. I made a full tutorial series for PrestaShop. There was another software. There was a software that I used, not Photoshop, PrestaShop. It started in September, I think. I started a lot of things in September because I guess it was like because I was going back to school when I was younger, so I associated to something more work-like. So you can also do something like this. You can bring in a body. See? Hello, Mr. Body. You can rotate. You can assign any kind of pose, and there are several here, several poses. Probably it's something that's cool enough, like this. See, and then what you can do is, well, you take something like this, and then you can No, not here. You can go here. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. You can change the perspective and make it more zoomed. It's actually pretty cool. I was experimenting with this today. As you can see, it's different. It changes the way it works. Yeah, it's pretty useful. Mostly for experimenting, not for actually tracing on top. But if you do characters, I guess. Well, your artistic endeavors follow, so don't get motivated by it. No, it's just it's hard to change whatever you do. See, like this is extreme perspective, but if you're punching forward, this is even more visible. If you're doing that, like if you take this arm and rotate it, it's gonna look a little strange, obviously, because it's not really the way you punch. You don't. It's actually supposed to. Brutal. Let's pretend this is a punch of some sort. Move up, you idiot. Okay, this is a lame. Man, I was about to say a word that's prohibited. A lame punch. Let's pretend this is a punch. And maybe have the character like a guard, obviously. A little. Losing balance completely. That's not exactly how you throw a punch. Also because it yeah. I'm thinking about getting a posable figure manga artists use for posing. I would say just stick with 3D is much better and more useful. Like to use them in 3D like this versus actual figures. I have the Bodykun and another one also, and they're not very useful for me. So see, if I increase the perspective, it's like now the punch is as big, or the hand is as big as the. Let's raise the shoulders a little. Yeah, raise the shoulder. The pose sucks. But the fist is basically bigger than the head, right? Just by changing the perspective here. Oh, this is insane at this point. But it's really useful to figure out some poses. And different camera angles, basically. If you have a rough 3D model, you can also use it for that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna close it here today. Because, yes, I'm a little tired. And it's okay, it doesn't have to be 2 hours. Especially, what happened to my other window? Especially if I'm not doing anything I have to finish. Yes, Emperor of Cheese. It's just 15 minutes before. Also, there's an ad break. Okay, there's an ad break, so I'm gonna wait for the ad break to finish. Tomorrow we're gonna play. That's probably gonna be 2 hours. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VII. Just going through these poses. These are really cool. Honestly, I've got a lot of inspiration from monsters that I am also doing. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna do more at some point, but really cool poses. Next week, I don't know. Really have a plan. Probably, as I said, I'm probably gonna try to make some kind of abstract background in Photoshop. It's gonna be highly experimental, more of a just chatting sort of thing, I guess, on average. Because I'm gonna be brainstorming a lot, so it's not gonna be anything fancy. Because otherwise, I feel like I'm spoiling all the good designs by just showing everything before they're ready. I would rather do the opposite than that. So, okay, ad break ended. Everybody, thank you very much for being podcasting, kind of like a podcast. Thank you very much for being here with me. I enjoyed today's stream. I also enjoyed analyzing the video of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yes, tomorrow we're gonna play FF7. And until then, you guys have a good evening or day. And I will see you next time.